Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. George II apparently said that the British summer consists of 3 fine days and then a thunderstorm. And that's certainly the case this week. A brief hot spell, then it all goes bang. Thursday night into Friday, the thunderstorms clearing the air and allowing more typical British summer weather to arrive from the west. And that means it will turn cool, changeable, with outbreaks of rain or showers this weekend and throughout next week. Actually, not everywhere has seen 3 fine days. Western Scotland and Northern Ireland has seen a wet week so far. But on Thursday, the hot sunshine extends right across the UK and temperatures will soar as a result. 30 Celsius possible. Glasgow, perhaps the Murray coast as well. Widely mid to high 20s elsewhere and across the heart of England as well as parts of Wales, 30 plus. I think the hotspot will be West Midlands, West Wales, 33 Celsius possible here, or even 34. If you don't like the heat, head to the coast. There'll be some cooler sea breezes here, but wherever you are, the sun will be really strong. We've just had the summer solstice, and that means with Thursday's sunshine, well, the sun is about as strong as it gets at this time of year, with high or very high UV levels across the country. So make sure you cover up if you're spending time outdoors, and hay fever sufferers take note. We're looking at high or very high levels of grass pollen as well. Another risk comes along later Thursday, and that's because we've got the heat in place across Western Europe. But looking at the Atlantic, the jet stream is beginning to make inroads. In fact, that's dipping just to the west of the UK, it's dipping to the south, and it's scooping up areas of low pressure and much cooler air. And as that cooler air collides with the heat across Western Europe, well, it's all going to go bang. And on Thursday evening, well, it's across western parts of the UK where we're likely to see those thunderstorms start to move in. Severe thunderstorms, hit and miss, as is always the case with thunderstorms. Not everywhere will see one, but where they do occur, they could cause issues. Now into Friday, it's across central and eastern Britain that those thunderstorms move, and again the risk of severe thunderstorms in places. That's why the Met Office have issued yellow warnings for western Britain on Thursday night and for central and eastern areas for Friday and into the start of the weekend. A thundery breakdown is expected with the risk of some very heavy rainfall in a short space of time, 50-60 millimetres in a few hours, and additional hazards of frequent lightning, large hail, as well as gusty winds. Like I say, then not everyone will catch one of these severe thunderstorms. Where they do occur, well, they could cause a few issues. Once they're out of the way, well, it soon starts to cool off. Another hot day in the east on Friday, but by the weekend, westerlies across the country and much cooler air. Now on Saturday, there'll still be some heavy showers and thunderstorms about. They'll be moved along fairly briskly by the wind, so I don't think they'll cause so many issues as Friday's thunderstorms, but some sharp showers around certainly, mixed with some sunshine and a keen breeze. On Sunday, I think there'll be some drier weather across southern parts of Britain, particularly later in the day, some sunshine even, but yeah, it will certainly feel much cooler with a breeze coming in from the west and some increasingly persistent wet weather for western Scotland, I think, developing through the day and continuing into Monday. For the start of next week, well, taking a look at the bigger picture, we've got the jet stream in a straight line more or less across the Atlantic and heading towards the UK, and that means that it will pick up further areas of low pressure and send them our way. Now, the jet stream has often been in a weak and fairly flabby setup through spring and early summer, but it's not unusual for this time of year, late June, to see that jet stream pick up some oomph and for the westerlies to return. In fact, climatologist Hubert Lamb called this return of the westerlies back in 1959. A return of the westerlies because westerlies are the default weather for the UK, not this hot sunshine that we've got at the moment. What does that mean? Well, here's a map for the middle of next week. In fact, this is taken from the Met Office medium range computer model, and there's a 75% chance, according to that model, that this weather pattern will prevail next Thursday. That's quite a high percentage chance looking that far ahead. In fact, it's the same weather pattern more or less throughout next week, with low pressure to the west or to the north of the UK, these westerlies bringing breezy, cool and changeable weather. All computer models are in agreement that that's the kind of setup we can expect through to the end of this 10-day period. What they all vary on is, of course, where we'll see the showers and rain from day to day, but that's always the case looking ahead more than 5 days or so. But the general theme for next week is that it will be much cooler than we are experiencing at the moment. It will often be breezy and we'll have a mixture of rain or showers. Good news for gardeners and farmers, of course. Good news for people who don't like the heat. But if you do like the heat, make the most of the next day or two, because it's not going to last. Back to normal next week. Find much more detail, of course, on the Met Office social media channels.